the weirdest thing that I've ever heard anybody say is that all time exists currently.
That's Einstein. I mean, that goes back 120 years.
That's such a bizarre thought.
We don't know if it's true, but it's, I mean, Einstein really thought there wasn't much of a way around it, because he said, okay, well, if everything is going at different velocities compared to everything else, right? I mean, it's a great question a kid can ask. How fast am I going through space? You know, and the Earth, if you're on the equator of the Earth, that goes around at about about 1,000 miles an hour, and then, we go around the sun at about 67,000 miles an hour in our orbit. The sun's going around the galaxy about 500,000 miles an hour around the galaxy. The galaxy is going towards a galactic cluster at more than 1,000,000 miles an hour. But, how fast are we going really? And the only thing you can measure is how fast are you going relative to something else. There's no answer. How fast am I going? Well, I mean, am I still, or am I actually traveling close to the speed of light right now? I don't know. So Einstein said the only way he could really think about how that would work is if the universe was just one big thing. All of time and space exists in a big whole thing. There's only one now. Einstein famously said, the past, present, and future are, persistently annoying illusions. Now, again, do we know this to be true? At the moment, we don't have any better physics, and I doubt the physics will get any less weird than that. But I mean that's sort of the way modern physics thinks the universe may be, is a big whole thing that started from beginning to end and is all now-ish.
But if that's the case, so subjectively we can measure things, we can measure time, but what are we measuring? If it's, I mean, are we making artificial time constraints? Are we doing it ourselves? When we create a clock, we create a watch, and the watch is 24 hours a day. It's running. What is it measuring?
Yeah,
right.
That is exactly the question Albert Einstein asked. That is a deep, excellent question. And so that was the problem. I mean, in a famous thought experiment, Einstein made a clock by setting up two mirrors and having light bounce between the two mirrors. And that was the tick of the clock. Tick, 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 tick. And the problem was that that's how he started thinking about the speed of light, is that if you had this thing in a spaceship that was going a huge fraction of the speed of light, then a person standing watching it go by would actually watch the light kind of trace out a pattern like this. Because it's actually ticking between the mirrors, but the mirrors are moving along. And so you see the light make this sort of bouncy movement. And that means it's actually traveled farther than the person on the ground who thinks that the mirrors are just sort of, the light is making just a straight up and down line from mirror to mirror. That question that you asked is what completely revolutionized physics. Everything fell apart when people said, how do you even measure time? What does it mean to make a clock? What are we measuring?
I still don't understand what we're measuring.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
I get it. I mean,
I don't know if I have an answer for you. I don't think anybody does.